Okay, we are set. Hello and welcome to my Inner Realms. I am Craig and today we are going into the mucky depths of Magic the Gathering Arena, and today we are playing Brawl with Haliya, Ascendant Cadet. Now, she is a human soldier. Whenever Haliya enters or attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever one or more creatures you control with a +1/+1 counter on them deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. What a great card. You know me, I love Selesnya and I love any deck that puts counters on stuff. It's very similar to the first deck I played when Edge of Eternities came out, but I just feel that this is a better version of that deck. So we've got things that put +1/+1 counters like Innkeeper's Talent, which is going to do that at combat. We've also got Ozolith the Shattered Spire, which not only does it double the amount of counters you're putting on, but you can also put a +1/+1 counter onto a creature. Ride the Sheephuff. Whenever a land comes into the battlefield, we can put a +1/+1 counter. We've got creatures that when it sees another creature getting a +1/+1 counter, it gets a +1/+1 counter, like Botanical Brawler or Wildwood Scourge. We can also protect those counters with the Ozolith, which just sits at the side and will collect those counters. But not only +1/+1 counters, it will collect all of those counters. So lifelink counters, which we can do by with Arwen, Mortal Queen, and also Reluctant Role Model. We've also got vigilance counters. We can put indestructible counters. We can then double counters with my favourite card, Sovereign Akakao, which is awesome to say. Mirari's Wake, we can get more land to be able to play all this good stuff like Archangel of Thune. Whenever we gain life, we get +1/+1 counters across the board, and that goes with Aerith Gainsborough. Whenever we gain life, we can put pop a +1/+1 counter onto her, and then when she dies, we can put a +1/+1 counters onto our legendary creatures. We've got Hamza, which when it's in our hand, it's going to see all these creatures with +1/+1 counters, which is going to make Hamza cheaper. And then when Hamza's on the battlefield, our creatures in our hand are going to get cheaper with how many creatures we have with +1/+1 counters. We've got Byrke, Long Ear of the Law, which is probably one of the best +1/+1 counter givers in the game, because when it enters, we can put +1/+1 counters onto 2 target creatures. But whenever a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, we're doubling those counters. So we can get very big very quickly. And that's it. That is the deck in a nutshell. So let's get into this bad boy and see what we can do. Yes, last time we were out, we played with Frodo. No, that was a deck game I was playing yesterday. Let's cancel that, come out of that. I've not done that for a while. But yes, so we played with Frodo the other day. It was okay. The deck could be so much better, but yeah. So I'm also working on my next deck, which is going to be from the new Alchemy set, which started yesterday. So happy Alchemy Day for yesterday. There are some great new cards. I'm very close to unlocking a mythic wild card, and I'm like umming and ahhing because a part of me wants okay, we're playing against Voja, Jaws of the Conclave, which loves elves, and it's going to also get +1/+1 counters. So this is definitely a race. I was going to say we've got no access to green mana, but we have got Arcane Signet, we've got some removal, and we've got Hardened Bonds. Irrelevant, because they obviously couldn't get the lands they were interested in, the cards they were interested in, so they concede. GG, Voja. It was a tough game. We got through it. That's fine. Whatever. Let's get back into it. So yeah, I've got some indecision about what I want to spend that mythic wildcard on, because I also want Portal to Phyrexia, which I've had my eye on for so long, but I don't have many legendary creatures to build decks on for Edge of Eternities, and I think it's quite lacking across the board really for Edge of Eternities with commanders. I know you've got legendary spacecraft and stuff, but we're going against Joda, the Unifier, so it's going to get bigger the more legendary creatures you have on the battlefield. And when Joda's on the battlefield and you play a legendary spell, not creature, a legendary spell, it then searches your library for the next available legendary creature spell That has mana value less than the spell you've just played. Great, great card. We've got some way to give +1/+1 counters. We've got the Henge, we've got Ornery Tumblewag, and we've got plenty of mana. So I'm going to keep this hand. I think it's quite a good starting hand. Yeah, that's Joda. Great, great card. Okay, we've got nothing for turn 1. Having said that, there's plenty of mana in this deck, and we've got plenty of ramping, so I'm not going to play Favourable Passage first turn. I'm going to keep that in hand because that will be nice, paired nicely with Felidar Retreat. We've got access to another mana there. Let's get out Reluctant Role Model. There's no point in playing Innkeeper's Talent until we've got something to give a +1/+1 counter to, and we can certainly do that this turn by... Oh, there's Sovereign Okaneko! It can enter tapped, that's fine. We'll play Innkeeper's Talent. And we can give Reluctant Role Model a +1/+1. And we can attack in. And when it attacks, we can give it Flying or Lifelink. Or a +1/+1 counter. I think let's give it Flying. Yeah, I like that. Hopefully they won't be playing a flying creature, and we can start making that lifelinky and getting bigger each turn. That would be awesome sauce. Sabsunan has Reach. When it has an even number of power, it can... it's going to come in tapped. I think Sovereign Okaneko is too good. To not get out. Let's grab another Plains. Some removal for Sabsunan. I do have Swords to Plowshare in here. Let's do Sovereign Okaneko. And we'll put a +1/+1 counter on to him. We're not going to attack because Sabsunan can kill it. So Sabsunan's going to get a counter each turn. And if it's got even number of counters, it can block or attack, but when it doesn't, it can't. So it's a bit of a dick of a card. Next turn, I'm thinking Felidar Retreat into Evendo Waken Haven. We can give them more +1/+1 counters, attack with both, and then they're both going to get lots of lots and lots of counters. And Vigilance. Unless they find a way to give Sabsunan a counter, they won't be able to block with Sabsunan this turn anyway. Obviously, once Joda's on the battlefield, that will become much bigger. Okay. Yes, I'm thinking Felidar Retreat. Let's do that. And then we'll play you. And we'll put +1/+1 counter on both. They've now got Vigilance. Now we've got some very big creatures indeed. They're down to 7. And we'll end the turn there. I mean, I could... I think keeping up the... Yeah. Sabsunan's going to become an 8/8, so next time they are going to be able to block, but we're going to be doubling those counters again. So we could next turn Henge and Haliya maybe? So Sabsunan is going to... Now they're going to play Joda. The problem is playing with Joda, then that's not going to find them another creature. Dragon Lord of Thunder Flyer with Death Touch. Interesting. Very interesting. Reluctant role model isn't a I'm just trying to think how I can do it. Not having see, all their creatures are going to get double strike, so they're going to kill me, I think. Dragon Lord Silumgar. Oh my god, I hate that card. Stealing Reluctant Role Model. I'm dead. All they need to do is attack in. I don't know why they're not attacking in. Just attack. Just attack. Just attack. Right, you had your chance. All they needed to do was attack in. Unbelievable. But there we go. That's how this game goes. They stole a card. If they hadn't have done that, we would have won the game. But there we go. That's just how it rolls sometimes. GG. Joda. Such a good card. Yeah. I only have a small amount of removal in this deck. Owl protection. So, yeah. Unless I had Snakeskin Veil in my hand or Swords to Plowshare. Yeah, once they'd got hold of that, I had no flying. There was not a lot I could have done. Okay, right. We've got 2 mana. We've got some ramping. We've got Archangel of Thune. We've got no way to give +1/+1 counters, though. Other than Tarian Soul Cleaver. And we're going against a mono white deck, which is probably going to be quite fast. So I'm going to mulligan. Not a massive amount better. Okay. The reason we've got Reliquary Tower in here is because with Henge and other stuff, you can end up drawing your whole deck. So that's the reason for that. Leyline Axe is a problem. Because that's going to give... so Cloud, when it enters the battlefield, you can search for a equipment. When it's equipped, it doubles the triggers. So, yeah. That's not great. No attacks. I shouldn't have mulliganed. I think that was a bad choice. Good morning, Williak. How the devil are you? For some reason, it's not gone over to... Hang on a second. For some reason, my YouTube's not connected over to the chat thing I use. Hang on, just a second. No blocks. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Did you find anything good from the new Alchemy set? Yes, I did. I found the I can't think what it's called. It's the crime commander. So I am in the process of building a crime commander deck. So that's good. Okay, that should have
realize I do not
stand by. Sorry, hang on. For some reason the YouTube chat wasn't going over to my chat thing. Okay, hopefully that will now be working. Yeah, so I got the crime one, which is good. I'm not going to attack because I want to block. Here's the problem. With Leyline Axe, I may just have to sacrifice Skyknight Squire because they're going to attack my Ajani. And it's got trample as well. Forgot about the trample. Nothing I can do about that.
A familiar taste, but one that grows no sweeter.
Right, use my brain. Use my brain. Double strike. Cloud. Could take out Hamza. Yeah. I think that was a better choice, if I'm honest. I'm not going to block with Defiler of Vigor, but next turn I can play Hamza, Haliya. I can start getting that +1. They're going to have protection from green and from red, so I can't block. So I'm going to take 10. It's a lot of damage. Swords to Plowshare would be nice. But I can start getting bigger. And that's important. I shouldn't have mulliganed. Shouldn't have mulliganed. Thibus, good morning! How the devil are you? I shouldn't have mulliganed. Why did I mulligan? Let's see if we can find anything, and we'll see if we've got +1/+1 counter on you. Oof. Yeah, I'll keep that on top. Now they can sacrifice. I'm gonna take more damage. That's a knobhead thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to concede there. I shouldn't have mulliganed. It was bad. It was bad. It was just bad. At least it isn't Mace of the Valiant. Yeah, I just think, yeah, it was just bad. Right. Okay. So this deck might not be great. I genuinely thought it was a good deck. Genuinely, I haven't tested with it, to be fair. And that's because I built a Calyx deck because I unlocked it in a pack, and I was like, I always kind of wanted to build a Calyx deck, and so I did, and it's quite a good deck. It's quite good. Okay, plenty of mana. I'm going to redeem myself. It wouldn't be me if I didn't lose the first few games, because that's just how I roll. Another mono white deck, token deck. So Elspeth Stormslayer. I don't think I even spoke about that commander last time. No, I did. I think I did. Yeah, we'll stick with this. We'll stick with this. So Elspeth is Planeswalker commander. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, or 0. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature control. Those creatures gain flying until the next turn, or they can destroy something. So it's what can I say? It's mono white, life gainy, clearly, and we need to beat that life gain. which is going to be difficult to do. So we just need to get bigger than them. That's all we need to do. Just need to get bigger than them. We're not going to attack because they're double block. I got a mythic card from the 3 free alchemy packs that got my attention. Prototype 8. Is that the really expensive one but then becomes cheaper? That one. Felidar Retreat is such a powerhouse. It is. It's just costing 4 to get to. Yeah, no block on that. That's fine. You do you, boo. You do you. We can put a +1/+1 counter on you, and then another +1/+1 counter. Good Fortune Unicorn is always good. And we'll attack in. Let's start getting that life gain down. Yeah. Okay. Felidar Retreat's not going to help me next turn, though. But I can get it onto the battlefield next turn. Jesus Christ. Already we're getting swamped. Let's get a +1/+1 counter on you. And we'll play Felidar Retreat again. Not going to help me this turn, but they can multiple block here. They're just trying to obviously protect themselves. It's good going. Archangel of Thune, I imagine we're going to see, which is such a great deck in any mono white life game. Okay. Okay, I think Incubation Druid. So now we've got lots and lots of mana. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on each of those. We'll put another +1/+1 counter on you. Hmm. Four, 5, 6. I mean, I think they'd. But as soon as we see Stormslayer, they're gonna then. I'm gonna attack in. They want all these creatures so that when their commander comes out, all +1/+1, and they all gain fly in. And I'm about to take a lot of damage. That's what's going to happen. But if they attack with everything, Elspeth's dead.
More heroes for the cause.
Our cats will blot out the sun. Eat well, for tonight we dine in hell. I mean, Aurora Boyd is just amazing, but they've got so much life. And they can just keep blocking with these tokens. Yes, next turn they will be flyers. Overrun with Corgi. Wouldn't be so bad if they looked like the one from Bebop. Yeah, that's true. I just can't keep up with this life gain. I mean, I also have life gain in this deck. I have Archangel of Thune.
Strike from the heavens.
No, am I dead? Close to dead. Can I do both? Okay, hear me out. I mean, yeah, they can block them all, and yeah, gate GG. GG, bloody tokens! Oh my god, that's 3 games in a row we've lost. Three. Do you have any board sweeper in the deck? No. Yeah, but theirs is online. Yeah. I don't have a board wipe. I mean, I could put a board wipe in. I mean, the deck is a good deck. I'm not understanding here why it's failing. That's 3 games in a row where they've had just every card that they've needed for them to pop off. And, yeah, I'm not making excuses now. No excuses. But, yeah. Wrath of the Skies, indeed. I mean, we have it in the deck. We do have it. Board wipey. So we've got Split Up, Day of Judgment. There's a new white one, isn't there? Hello there, Venesaur. Do we build wide or tall? We're going a bit both. Mostly tall rather than wide. Looked, we're going tall in the last one. Do we have many trample enablers? We have Garruk's Uprising. We have what else do we have that gives trample? There is something else. Is there something else? No. That gives 1 creature flying. Flying, trample. No, I don't think so. Elspeth's in my note for Pope. I mean, it was kind of, yeah, not wide. Definitely not wide, but I thought Elspeth Stormslayer just for the +1/+1 ability. Maybe the one that gives you an incubation Sunfall. Earth Crystal. I have Earth Crystal. Earth Crystal. So that's good for it, but it doesn't give... that would be good for the deck. So you say take out Elspeth and have Earth Crystal instead. Maybe the one that gives you incubation. Incubation. I don't know if I have anything else other than Incubation Druid. Is that the one you were talking about? Sunfall. Oh, okay, the incubation one. Right, I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't have it. Ish, tokens gen slower than counters. You're probably right, to be fair. Oh, crap. No, stop. Alright. Okay, I think, yes, you're right, making stuff cheaper. And it gives the counters. Yeah, okay. So, I'm happy with that. Sunfall is the card. Yeah, it's a great... and the other one is the Exile one, isn't there? But I don't have that either, or the wildcard to get it. So it'd either have to be Split Up or the other one, I think. But there's a new one from Edge of Eternities, isn't there? That I thought I had. Maybe it's not in this. I mean, Ultima's good, but it just all permanents and really Beyond the Quiet. Beyond the Quiet. Don't have that either. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. That is the one I was thinking of. Thank you. And then there's another one that you can destroy all creatures. That has. Right, hang on. It may not be in these colours. I thought it was white, but maybe I'm wrong. There's the giant one too, who is an adventure also. Making humans Horn of Gondor. You want me to give humans the horn? Suits you. I will check that out in a second. But there is one. I could have sworn that you'd name maybe a mana cost or something like that, and then you destroy all creatures with that or under. Yeah, I may have dreamt it. I do dream about Magic a lot. Genuinely true, because I play Arena so much. Consilax. Right, so I need to check out Horn of Gondor, which I don't think I have. Beyond the Quiet, I need to check out, which I don't think I have. This giant one too. This Adventure, I don't. Yeah, and then Consilax, which I don't think I have, but we'll try. Yeah, I must have been imagining it, or it must not be in these colours. I could have sworn there's one where you name like power 2 and you kill everything and with power 2 or less or something. Yeah, maybe it's not. From Edge is Beyond the Quiet. Beyond the Quiet. Yeah, no, it's not. That's not the card I was thinking of. But yes, that one is black. Right. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't dream it. So that exists. So I'm not fully mental. Okay. Right. Let's. So Horn of Gondor. So it's really what I've got. Don't have Horn. Yeah. You pay life equal to its cost also. There is an artifact from Ixalan. That's an artifact. Alright, let me go back. So Horns of Gondor don't have. There's the giant one too that's avenging Consilax. Consilax. Nope. Don't have that. Maybe it's not in. Let's just search for Khans. Khan. Khans. Oh, it's because I didn't put the apostrophe in. Okay. Yeah, don't have it. Enters tapped. Players can't pay life to cast spells, auto-activate abilities, destroy each non-land permanent with non-value X or X. Yes, I have looked at that recently. Maybe that's also what I was thinking of. But yeah, okay, right. So that's a no-go. That's an artifact from Exile. I mean, it's a great card. Great card. There's the artifact that exiles everything 2 or less, and you get robots. Something Sun Cage. Maybe. Edge of Eternities artifact. Hang on, what was that? It deals 3 damage to any target. Yeah, it's not in this colour. Oh, in the first page. Did I completely miss it? God's sake. What is wrong with me? Oh, yeah. The art. Okay, yeah. When this artifact enters, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. Put each card exiled with this artifact into its owner's graveyard, then create a 2/2 colourless robot. Yes. Star Cage. Okay. And yes, right. Okay. So the question is, out of Pinnacle Star Cage, which I wouldn't have helped. No, it would have done, because tokens don't cost anything, so it would have worked on that. So out of Pinnacle Star Cage, the destroy all creatures or the destroy all tapped or thingy creatures, which is the best one? Yes, for 3. Have you got Loyal Guardian? Isla, thank you for joining. How are you doing? The Rhino that pumps your board if your commander is out. I don't think I do. I have the Rhino that gives any creature entering +X of its power, which is a great card. Okay. So, Aravos, hello there. Thank you. We playing bad Cutsil today. Yeah. It is worse than Cutsil, but it gives counters. So, yeah. And I do like Cutsil. So, which is... I'll pop over to YouTube. Yes, there are more people talking in YouTube. Sorry, I'm seeing both chats at the same time, so I'm responding to both. I'll check out Loyal Guardian, because I don't think I have Loyal Guardian, but I will check it out. Wipes all tokens and a lot of the white weenie decks. Yeah. Okay. Let's whack that in. Because I think you're right for a free board wipe, and then we take out, not for a free board wipe, for a board wipe that gets rid of tokens, and then we'll take out something else. What do we take out? The thing is, this deck has a lot of entering the battlefield. I mean, I think Alishnor should go in every white deck because it's just so good. Do you have the adventure lands from Final Fantasy? I have a few. Yeah, sorry, I was going to check something out, wasn't I? Loyal Guardian. I need to check that out. Let's have a look from the Final Fantasy set. So I have a couple. So I've got Ishgard, the Holy See. No, I just want to see lands. Just want to see lands. What am I doing? Oh, it's because I've got artifacts still done. And still Edge of Eternity. Sorry, my bad. So we can create the token, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each land you control. It's not bad. Okay, let me just rewind. Hang on. I'd argue Sars Chocobo isn't this deck, not landfall. It has no evasion. That's true. Zanakard makes a token and puts a counter on itself. Okay, so you think we should whack that in? And we'll take out just a greenie. Okay, cool beans. And we'll take out Zara's Chocobo. Okay. So we've got Earth Crystal to make green stuff cheaper. Oomph, yeah, maybe Scute Swarm. Plus being a land. Yeah. Side quest fish is also good if you can flip it. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's an artifact or creature card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you put a card into your hand this way, create a food token and transform this enchantment. Sacrifice an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, activate only. Oh, Jesus. That is good. Okay, we're starting to really add stuff here. Right, we're pretty creature heavy, won't take long. Yeah, I agree. Hello, Josh. Thank you for joining. Okay, so yay or nay on the scoot? Yay or nay on the scoot? That's a good question. I mean, I really love Scoot Swarm. I mean, Scoot and Kodama is just chef's kiss, really, isn't it? Do you have Dryadine? I do. My first stream with Edge of Eternity is with that as my commander. Oh, okay. I forgot that you were on Twitch as that as well. Sorry. Okay. Yes, Dryadine, I think you're probably right, should go in this deck as well, which also creates tokens. Let's get rid of you. And hang on. Let me just reset. Let me just get rid of that. Dryadine. Okay. Right, so we've added Dryadine. Cutsil I didn't put in because we've already got the worst Cutsil. Or Fungasaur. I still haven't checked out that. I've not forgotten. I did. Don't have Fungasaur. Unless I'm spelling it wrong. Fungasaur. Am I spelling it right? Okay. After playing for 5 days with Chatsfang, I say yay for the beetle. It's old. Oh, okay. No, it might not be on here then. Let me just go back. Yeah, Kodama is already nice. Yeah. If we play Artifact, how much land ramp? We don't have a massive amount of land ramp. We've literally just got that, Kodama, Kami, Delighted Halfling, Dust Shell Crawler. We've got a few, actually, thinking about it. Okay, probably no replays. Oh, yeah, it got an errata to Dino. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Dino. I do remember a Dino from... right, I'm confused now. I've got confused where I'm at. Land ramp for the Scoot. Okay. Which land ramp, though? East Tree in there. I don't have East Tree. Although I agree, I've seen East Tree. Yeah, I don't have it. I wish I had it. Is it all one word? Kodama. Wait, hang on. Wait, what? Not collected. Wait, what? Why isn't that coming up? It's Kodama of the East Tree, isn't it? Okay, I will look. I've not forgotten to look for. Let me just go back. Hang on. What was it? Loyal. Something loyal, wasn't it? Let me just search for this, otherwise I'll forget. Hang on. Loyal. I just can't find the comment now. Hang on. Loyal. It's the partner one. Loyal Guardian. Right. Okay. Guardian. What's going on with my set? Have I clicked something? Am I being a fucking idiot? Probably. Loyal Guardian. Right, I don't think that's in there, or something's going horribly wrong. Let me just go down. Land ramp for the skew. East Tree in there. Is it on Arena? East Tree is? Cause I could have sworn I've seen it. It's the partner one. That's Newman of them. Kodama. Okay, I'll get there. It might be green and black. No, it's not green and black. I don't know why. I could have sworn it's Kodama. I don't think it's on Arena. I could have sworn I've seen it. Maybe I'm just fucking mental. Right, okay. Let's go back. May have forgotten the name. Let me check. That's Newman. Right, so we're going land ramp and we're going to put in scoot. But which land ramp do we take out? That's the question. I mean, right. Stop. Right. Okay, I do love scoot. I really bloody love scoot. You see, the reason Dusk Shell gives everything trample, so I don't want to get rid of that. I like hardened bonds because stuff comes in with a +1/+1 counter on it. It's Kodama. I don't think it's on Arena. I don't know where the hell I saw that card. I must have been dreaming it, or I've not seen it in real life. Maybe I was watching like Community College or something, and that's where I saw it. Right. Okay. So there's 3 cards we need to get rid of. So guys, do you think what we're getting rid of? Isotel. Oh yeah, God, that's such a good card as well. Now you see, now we're moving over to landfall triggers. But that works so well with Mossborn Hydra, and if we're doing that, then we need to add a Shire. Was also going to suggest Trommel from Final Fantasy since it proliferates. I don't think I have that. Yeah, no, I don't have that. Unless I'm spelling it wrong. A Shire is a good call. Yeah. Yeah. No. Right, for God's sake. I'll get there in the end. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'd avoid landfall. Too heavy. You're splitting the game plan. That's the problem. We have now gone from. I mean, I really bloody love landfall. It's probably my favourite. It's close between counters and landfall. So, but I kind of agreeing that we've split the game plan. So what do we do? And you think cut the throne? Smuggler's Gift. Oh, Thybus, what are you doing to me, bro? What are you doing to me? Not on Arena. I just searched Thybus. Oh, I'm fucking idiot. I am a right idiot. Right, okay. It's Friday. I'm just an idiot. But no, you're not on Arena. Just in case you were wondering. Does it have a doohickey? Is that why that's not coming up? No. No. Ovia from Aether Drift could also help. Sorry to add more. It's alright. Ovia. Okay. Ovia. We're going with Ovia. Let's have a look. I don't have it. With each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. That's nice, actually. That is a good. That would be a good shout. More trample. Yeah. Yeah. Don't have it. All right. Okay. Have I missed anything else? It's proc. Okay. I'd be pricey and underpowered. Oh dear. I wish you were on Arena. I'd play with you. Let's just move past that. Right. Okay. So, are we going to cut landfall? Are we saying landfall to? Are we saying no to splitting it? And we just stick with counters. The card. You'd be my commander. Right. Ignore that. Again, ignore that. Right. Okay. As much as I love landfall, I think we need to get rid of landfall. Keep some, like Bristly Bill, Evolution Sage is also good, for example, but don't lean into it. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm calling it on the landfall triggers. But not next deck, because the next deck is Crime. But the deck after that, I'm thinking of getting in the Genesis Insect. Cut Thrones. Okay. So Throne's gone. Conclave Mentor. I mean, it increases. I like Ashaya as protection. Turns off every enemy removal that specifies non-land. That's true. That's true. You see how easily swayed I am? Okay, so Ashaya stays. I didn't get rid of it. That's fine. What did I get rid of then? Did I get rid of something? I did not. Okay, I was really curious then. Right, let's have a look what we've got for proliferating. We have got some green. We've got Grateful Apparition. That's obviously the only repeatable proliferating. Oh, Evolution Sage. That's really good as well. Yes, you said Evolution Sage. Evangel in uncommon. Don't have uncommon, unfortunately. But that's really good as well, and I like the artwork. Vulcan, good job, good job. Okay, all right. Don't have that, but we have added a bit of proliferation. Metatastic Evangel is insane. Yeah, I really like that. I like it a lot. Recon Craft Theta is also very good. Recon Craft. Don't have that either. Ondor Calls for Gains. It's from the Fallout set. Oh, okay. Gondor. Yeah, I thought you may. Yeah. When this creature enters, draw a card, and if you don't control a legendary creature, put a card from. That's not it. Yeah, don't have Horn of Gondor, which is great in any token deck, isn't it? Really. Okay. What are we getting rid of? Last one. Don't play Arena, so not super familiar with what isn't on it. Scry. Yeah. Go on then. Last one. No worries. It's a little odd what arena is missing. Yeah, it really is. It really is. And stuff that should be come out in a set, like the amount of cards that are in the pre-con sets that don't appear when you're searching for the set, like Edge of Eternities and Final Fantasy. Why aren't they there? So you have to know that what cards and then search for those cards. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, and they added some other stuff as well. And they just add stuff without telling anybody. So somebody finds it. I saw that on Reddit the other day, and I was like, oh, that's a couple of enchantments that they didn't notify anybody have been added, but now they're added. Anyway, that's another moan. So the question is, we've got 4 cards to get rid of. So there's some of the commander products, the cards from the bonus sheets are all their own sets. Yeah, but then they don't add them in the search engine, so you have to know the specific cards. They don't add that specific search. Not search. They don't add that specific set to search for. Cut Skew is my baby. I love it, but not this deck. Fair. Okay. Need to keep remembering. I'm off. See you on Discord. See you on Discord, bro. Thank you very much for joining. Much appreciated every time. Okay, so what else are we cutting? We've got 3 more stuff to cut. Arwen is in here for not only getting +1/+1 counters, but also lifelink counter and indestructible counter. And with Ozolith and Sovereign Okanakao, chef's kiss. Champion of Lambolt makes stuff unblockable. Warden of the Grove, I fucking love Warden of the Grove. One of the best cards from Tarkir. Travelling Chocobo is going to increase our landfall plus stuff that gives stuff +1/+1 counters, like everything that's pretty much in this deck. There's a lot of moving parts for a payoff. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, that works well for getting, obviously, treasure and +1/+1 counters. Aerith gets the counters, and then we can put those counters on legendary stuff, so that's good. Nobody saw that, right? Okay. Let's cut that then. I can't believe I was such a child. Right. 2 more things have got to go. I mean, we're only running 38 lands, so I don't feel comfortable cutting any more lands. Orin Refuse. Maybe. We've got... Have I just miscounted? 16 plus 13 is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 we've got. Unless I just miscounted it again, because maths... Nothing's my strong point. What am I talking about? I was going to say maths isn't my strong point, but nothing is. Evendo snuck past me on the first count too. Oh shit, yeah. So yeah, I could cut a land. So Soul Ring isn't in arena. Yeah, no, the only one I've got is... Yeah, no, I haven't put any power stones in or anything like that. It's literally just Arcane Signet and then my creature mana. Okay, so we're at 38 lands and we need to cut 1 more. That's wild. Do you think I should put more mana dogs in? I mean, the only thing yeah. I think you own a Chrome Mox. I do. So, no Elvish Mystic, Birds of Paradise, Llanowar Elves. Again, no, because I felt like with Delighted Halfling, Incubation Druid, Llanowar Elves is free. No, I have got Llanowar Elves, if that's what you mean. Haliya is a 5 CMC commander. You have to ramp into her. Yeah, that's a good point. You also have Turn Timber, which is an extra land. That's true. So you think Chrome Mox needs to go in. Llanowar Elves, I can. For fuck's sake, Llanowar. I've got Birds of Paradise. I've got their Power Stone. Okay, so if we're saying all that needs to go in, now we've got to cut another 4 things. And yeah, we've got Turn Timber, and did I add the white one in? I didn't add what one in for white. God, my stomach is really rumbling every time. You're right about the ramping. Okay. So now again I'm thinking, all right, now we have to get rid of yeah, what do you guys think? What are we getting rid of now? Because we've gone up to 104. I mean, I'm thinking things like maybe Conclave Mentor. Gala Greeters, maybe. There's not a massive amount of removal, so, but that's why Wandering Emperor's in there, because it's great for, I mean, we could get rid of Ajani as well. Skyknight Squire is okay at best here. Okay, let's get rid of that. What do you reckon to my thing about Conclave? Botanical Brawler can just really pop off. Wandering Emperor is my favourite combat trick, so I have trouble cutting her. Yeah, she's such a good card. Really is. Conclave, okay. Ornery Tumblewag puts on the +1/+1 counters, but it neither, and it can double +1/+1 counters on a target creature, but there is neither an entering battlefield trigger or attacking trigger. Not that we have stuff ready for attacking triggers, but it gives the +1/+1 counters. I like cards that say double on them. Yeah, me too. Me too. Do you have any way near enough additional landfall for Scythecat? Not really. Apart from Kodama. And then if a Shy is on the battlefield, See, I also like putting Mythweaver Pock in, but it doesn't get counters. It just doubles land. But then doubling the land would help with... But then I'm adding something else. Too weak then. Okay. What were we just talking about? I've instantly forgotten. Sidecat Cup. Okay. Alright, one more. One more. I mean, Quirion I like because it gets +1/+1 counter whenever another creature enters the battlefield, and as you know, this is a very creature-heavy deck because I love creatures. But then you can also put those +1/+1 counters on something else. For me, I'm thinking... It's such a good card, though. Ajani. Yeah, I did think of that, and then I came away. Yeah, I agree. Actually, yes. I like it. I like it. I like the curve of it. Not that that means a lot when you've got stuff to make stuff cheaper, like the Earth Crystal and Hamza and stuff, but you know what I mean. It's a nice... Yeah. Let's go. What I want you guys to think about, Mythweaver Pock, and argument for and against putting him in this deck, and then argument for taking him out, because I do love Pock. He's a nightmare. Yeah, this is what I got from... how did everybody else find Alchemy? This is what I got for Alchemy. So this is going to be my next stream. I haven't tested this yet. I finished building it just before I started streaming, so I'm going to test it later on. But this was probably the best card I pulled from Alchemy so far. It's functional for now, but there is a debate to move for more ramp. Oh dear. Good old ramping. Okay, we'll try. Let's just see. But I mean, yeah. Do we pocket or not? Do we pocket? God, for the first time this summer, I'm quite chilly, so I'm going to put my hoodie on. It's nice to be chilly. Looks nice. Yeah. That deck will be good, I think. But I'm not streaming on Friday, I'm afraid. Because I can't. So my next stream will be Sunday. And I've also cut Monday stream as well, because to stream on a Sunday and Monday, I'll talk about that in a second. Hang on, right. So we're playing against Prosper Tomebound, which is a fantastic card. A lot of Death Touch, though. So... that's a problem with a creature-heavy deck. We have some removal. We have a board wipe. We have some ramp. I'm going to keep it. Yeah. So, Death Touch. At the beginning of your end step, exile the top card from your library. Until your end of your next turn, you may play that card. And then, whenever you play a card from exile, create a treasure token. It's such a great card. Such a great card. Hamza, I'm going to keep that on top, because we can make that cheaper. So we'll go Delighted Halfling this turn, and next turn Wildwood Scourge. We'll hold up Swords to Plowshare. I think also Black Red, I think we're going to see a lot of removal from them as well. So yeah. Exile the top 2 cards from your library. Until your next turn, you may play those cards. Let's have a look what they've got. Yeah, removal and damage can't be prevented this turn. Somebody deals 2 damage to any target. More removal. Great. I love that for me. Okay. So I could play Wildwood Scourge, and that would get killed. That could, yeah, could just get killed. So I'm going to go Flowering of the White Tree. I may as well get that out while I can. Because so now it can't be killed by Bone Crusher Giant, and so they can only use Infernal Grasp. Okay, good, they've gone. Alright, so whenever you cast a spell, add red until end of turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Creatures you control can boast twice during each of your turns. I think I'm going to go for more land would be nice. I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3 on Wildwood Scourge. Gets it out of the range of most red removal. Gives us a blocker for Byrke. And it's dead. And it's gone. Not having removal, not having more mana is a bit of an issue. Red card. It's the only thing I can play. We'll slow them down a bit. May as well attack in. I don't think Pinnacle is going to help me this game, to be honest. I mean, you might be right. What you said about having more round is probably accurate. Oh shit! I forgot about that. I'm getting treasure. Just one more bit of mana. And then Archangel of Thune. You are having an awful draw, but yeah, also ramping more would help. Yeah. I mean... And it's gone! I think they've done that because removing Delighted Halfling would say Thunderbolt or something. They took my land. God damn it. But at least the henge can come out, oh, for fuck's sake. They're about to get a lot of treasure. Okay, I'm going to call this one. I think fair play to them for killing my stuff, and I'm just getting awful draw. I'm too far behind. Yeah, at least they let me keep the Delighted Halfling for ramping, but I'm going to try again with one more game, and let's see if the balance on this is right. It looked right, but I could have just been unlucky. Let's find out. Has anybody else noticed as well that the queue has the wait times to get in has been so much longer over the past few days? I don't know if it's because people have got over the craze of like joining Final Fantasy and there was always people to play, and now people who joined because of Final Fantasy have sort of started dropping off because they're not that bothered about anything else. But yeah. I'm going to have to mulligan. As much as I love these cards, I think it's too risky. But then we've got the Wandering Emperor and Incubation Druid and the Ozolith. God damn it. What do you think? I'd say, yeah, just poor draws, but obviously look more at ramp and cut in more those more lovely cards. Yeah. I just don't want to cut any more cards. Oh, thank you, old baby. Good, thank you. I think I'm going to have to sad mulligan. We're playing against Falethar Dawn of Abzan. Oh, keep, okay. Trample. Whenever enters or attacks, you may sacrifice a non-land permanent. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So we're also a counter. I was going to say something, but without context, that could sound really racist. I was going to say, why couldn't you be white? But I didn't mean that. I meant, why can't you be your planes? Yeah. I love Warden of the Grove. I love it. I love it so much. But I think next turn will be Ozolith. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. At least we can start getting some counters. Warden first. Yes. That's what I was... What's what I fell on, you saw. The annoying thing about streaming is the lag. The time between... Because I'm in the future right now. See? Could have been anything. Could have been the end of the world. You don't know. I think... I'm not going to pay. You can have your card draw. That will enter. That will get a +1, and then we'll give it another +1. They could double block that. No attack yet. We'll start attacking next turn. Doubling those counters. White mana is all I ask for. Just white mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just white mana. Definitely look at mana base after. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. I think I what was I going to say? I think I rely too much on the plus lands thing, which auto figures out how many lands, and I'm not sure that's right because I'm not very good at figuring out mana curve. So I mean, just one white mana would be really nice, wouldn't it? Such a good card, fellow, though. Really nice. I mean, maybe I've never built a fellow deck, but yeah, Haliya is also double white, which hurts a lot. Yeah, she's not. We're not. Well, actually, with Incubation Druid, we'll be able to do Hickey. No blocks. If we could get Trample now, I would wet my pants. Yeah, I mean, what can I do? Lands. Lands, am I right? I quite like the colour as well. Maybe I should look at getting that. I do love a counters deck, and adding black in would be nice. Would be really nice. Cutsail, they're going to be able to draw a card. But they also need to save back 3 blockers, because otherwise they're dead. Or am I dead? I just need Trample. Just get Trample. Please, for the love of all that's holy, please just give me Trample. That's all I'm asking for. Or just 1 white mana. Just something. My stomach's really going. Jesus. If they did the math, they could have killed on full swing. Yeah. God, could you imagine? I could have killed something, done something. No trample. At least we've got another 17 blocker. And more green ramping, which is nice. Problem is, can they win? Yes. No. Yes. 7. They've won regardless if they attack in with everything, haven't they? If they attack in with everything, they've won. I don't know if they will have seen it or not. Yeah, they've seen it. They didn't need to do all that, but well done, GG. Literally, I have now about 5 streams where it's just been terrible, where I've just hardly won. My only win today so far is by is by them conceding before we even started the game. That's it. So I say I'm going to put out a highlights video. I shouldn't have attacked. I should have just stayed still and just sat there. Fuck. Because they missed the attack that turn. And looking to land rampant spells. Yes, let's have a look. That's redonkulous. I mean, is it me? Is it? I mean, if I hadn't have attacked, I'd be still alive. So there is that. That is probably on me, that loss, to be fair. But today just seems to be a bit... I don't know. It just seems like they've had... Everybody's had everything that they've needed. And I haven't. I've just not been getting lands or... Right, let's have a look. Because then you also made the spirit instead. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I would have had an extra blocker. Yeah. No for next time. That's something for next time. Okay. Right. Where are we at? Here. It keeps... Farseek, Rampant Growth, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach. I don't know which are on Arena, so just saying it all. I've got Farseek, I've got Rampant Growth. I don't think I have Cultivate, Kodama's Reach. I don't, not heard of that one. Does that require a... No, that's not on. But I do have those. So, I don't know. Farseek, does that get planes, does it? No, don't craft. For God's sake. Okay. So how many of them do we put in? Do we put in 2? Do we put in... what was the other one? Rampant Growth. Non-basic plane. So it hits Surveil Land. Yeah. Do we put them both in or just keep the one? I was hoping to get the Selesnya land from Edge of Eternities with... You could pay the 2 life. Just to give me more access to untapped duel, but I don't have it. But I could add in something like spelunking. I do like spelunking. Having said that, in this deck, that would only be 2 things that would come in tap, so I don't think I'm going to worry about that. You were needing every chance for lands. Yeah. Okay. So, that's fine. So, I'm going to do the thing that does the thing with the lands. And then cut another 2 lands. Because that, if I cut 1 of each, that stands to reason, right? Yeah. This is what I mean, and because Farseek and Rampant Growth are the only 2 things that are giving me tapped lands and a Surveil land. So that's 3 occasions where it could come in tapped. I don't think it's really going to help me in this deck. If I had lots... I mean, I could put in more, like Scry and all that bollocks. So yeah, that should be okay. Okay, so what do we get rid of? I like Ride the Shoepuff because of it becoming a 7/7 beast as well. So like that came in handy the other game. Not that I won. Is there Evolving Wild? Yes, I have both of those. And it's Terramorph. Expanse, yes. So I have both of those. And then I do have like other land that comes in tapped. In fact, I have a lot of land that comes in tapped. So that one, unless we control a swamp or mountain, but then that also can make warriors. The stations. My stomach is really going at it. Archangel of Thune. As much as I love that card, where is the life gain in this deck? Yeah, just Aerith and Archangel of Thune. That's it. Okay. And Aerith. So if we're getting rid of that, Sammy's Curiosity is also a little weak, but is ramp. Sammy's Curiosity, that's from the new set, isn't it? Did you see that? I thought Sammy was just all about borrows. Oh, okay. And you go, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Okay, so if we're going to do that, we're going to cut Aerith. But I added in 2 lands, didn't I? So if I cut 2 lands... So then are we saying we're adding Spelunking then? Because that's 1, 2, fucking hell. 14 plus 12 is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Okay. In fact, I think I might cut Reliquary Tower and add in something. If you have Witch Enchanter, add, because models are always good. I don't think I do. I don't think I do, but I recognise the name. No, I've spelled that wrong, haven't I? That's not right at all. Okay. I do have Witch Enchanter. Yes, for the removal. I do normally put it in all of my white decks. So are we adding in Spelunking? Don't like Spelunking, 2 gambling. Okay. So just 1 more. So that should be okay. The only other thing that has lands coming in untapped is Simic, isn't it? The Edge of Eternity's commander. Can't remember what the name is. Okay. Hey mate, I'm also a creator. Grind and your content caught my eye. I'd love to connect, maybe swap ideas or collab down the line. Yeah, sounds good to me. I have Discord, so if it's in the link is in my Twitch. Just come and invite me. That'd be cool. But very good to see you. I'd cut Reliquary over Plains. Okay. You were dying for white. That's true. I mean, Reliquary Tower has only helped me once, I think, in this deck, and that was because Great Henge and what else was it? I don't even think it was in this deck. It was something, and I was drawing cards, and I ended up having like so much. It was unbelievable. And then I was just playing creatures, and yeah, it was mental. Okay, so yeah. Cool beans. Now let's see. We've got to win at least once. Just once is all I'm asking for. Just once. It would just be so nice. Just once. Just once. Interesting. Says I'm offline on Twitch for some reason. Bizarre. I'm streaming. I hope everybody can see me okay. Not sure what's going on with Twitch there, but anyway. Okay, we're going against Tifa. Fast, quick, no removal. Why is it you don't have removal when you need removal? But we've got access to all colours of the manor and Warden of the Grove. But against Tifa, fuck. Do I keep it? 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 I'm gonna have to keep. I'm keeping it. Alright. No, yeah, okay. It is what it is. Mull, I think. Damn it, too late. Oh, it's the panic and then the lagging. I saw on Reddit that when people play with this avatar, they're either a bot or they are a pro player testing out decks. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that's a true statement or not, but yeah. I think Warden of the Grove next turn rather than Arwen, because then we can have Arwen come in as a 4/4, a 3/3. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. I think any game with Warden of the Grove on the battlefield is just too good. I'm okay for land, so yeah, +1/+1 on the creature, I think. We may as well attack. They're not going to block, but we may as well. Problem with Tifa is they can win on turn 3, turn 4. You just never know how it's going to go. So we may as well start getting their life gain down. We may as well. Life gain down? That doesn't make sense. I may as well get their life down. See, I love Ajani, the Great-Hearted, Vigilance. But an indestructible blocker. I love Tifa. Does indestructible matter? She has trample. Good point. Yeah, good point. Very good point. I think Ajani. I'm about to take a lot of life. I think Vigilance, giving them +1/+1. Or do I block and keep Tifa off the board? Yes, I'm taking a lot of damage, but then Tifa's dead. Because they could win next turn. As much as I love Warden of the Grove, I just think it's the better move. It's going to buy me more time. Yeah. Let's start getting
honor and courage. We were not destined to fight.
Yeah. We'll grab another green next turn and we'll get Arwen Mortal Queen out. I've got Swords to Plowshare. Where are you when I need you? You dick.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Here's the thing, I could make them both indestructible, double block, and I'd get a ton of life as well. And kill Tifa in the process. But I don't think it'd be enough, but it's something I might have to do. I don't know if I have the strength to do it. It's ridiculous, right? I mean, it's not just... It's ridiculous. What is going on? No! What? Should have played a basic land.
See the benefits of peace?
Because then I can't do Arwen's ability now. Okay, that's nice. I can't do enough damage. But I can double counters on it to make him a beast. But then I need to save up 1 green. So I can do 4 and make him an 8/8 and then make him a 9/9. One, two, three. Just want to make sure I'm saving up the green. I need everything as big as possible. And then let's put a +1/+1 counter on everything.
If I have to light the way, I will.
Please don't pull a land. Please don't pull a land. I don't think they did. I think they would have played it straight away if they did. Normally this is a really strong colour, and for some reason it just hasn't worked today. And is that the death queue? What do they call it? not the death queue. They call it hell queue. Are they salt roping because they don't have what they need? Do you think? I mean, it's great. Not going to help me here. Oh, I should have done the counters first. Fucking idiot.
We were not destined to fight.
May as well. I bloody love the artwork on this Hydra. It's just, I love Wayne Reynolds as well. I mean, my favourite artist is Jesper Rising, but yeah. I think they've gone. I think they've quit. I don't think they've got the. I don't think they had the lands they wanted, and I think they've quit. Yeah, for goodness sake. So that means I think it is a real player because that which kind of throws out my theory about this. Well, this isn't my theory. I just saw it on Reddit, but you know what Reddit's like. It's a cesspool of crap. Well, get some life. Okay, if they decide to play this turn, which I don't think they are, I think they're going to rope. Then we should be able to do enough to survive by giving Voracious Hydra and Arwen indestructible. They'd both gain lifelink. We'd gain 15 life. We'd be able to block with everything and survive, and hopefully be able to kill Tifa. But they're soul roping, so or they, because apparently if you leave the client and just close the game without closing the client, not close the game, but you know, if you're on a tablet or whatever and you come off the game, it keeps the client open. So every time I've badmouthed a salt roper, I felt a bit guilty because there might not be salt roping, they might just not know that. So if you play Arena, make sure you come out the game, close the game properly, because otherwise this could happen, which just isn't fun for your opponent. GG Tifa, GG. That's our first game that we have won properly. An hour and 48 minutes into the stream. But then we were just getting nothing but lands. So where's the balance? Isn't there, is it? Because either we're playing with too many lands or we're not getting any lands. So either we've just been really unlucky or the balance of this deck is just well off. And I don't know what the answer is to that one. Yeah, I have no idea. But we'll figure it out together in the next 10 minutes because then I have to go. But yeah, hopefully we can figure it out. Yeah, I mean, I guess ask and you shall receive. I asked for lots more lands. The next game I got nothing but lands. So. And then a Mossborn Hydra too late in the game. Ah, Atraxa. So proliferating and Death Touch. We have got two of the best cards in the deck. Only 2 mana. Only 2 mana. I'm going to mulligan again. Alright. think it matters because we haven't got anything to play turn 1. I don't think this game is for us. Going against a death-touching creature, we've got no removal. They're playing Ren. I'm going to get out of this game. I'm going to dip it. I'm not happy with the Mulligan. They're going to be able to block every creature. I'm not getting through anytime soon. So I'm going to say no. Sad no. Don't know what's going on with these games today. I really don't. It's yeah, it's just not working out with the draws. So unlucky today. My opponents have largely had what they've needed, but then people who play me when I win could say the same thing. They could be getting that. So it's, yeah, guess just my luck's just not there today. Which is sad. Sad face. Sad. G indeed. You never know. Maybe this game will be the change in fortune. And I also don't know why it's taking so long to get into games now. Could run more removal. You're not running much of any. Maybe card draw 2. Yeah. Could put Kutzel in. Sai, Master Thopterist. Mono blue. We can give +1/+1 counters. We've got some rumping. We've got Evolution Sage. Keep it. We don't have access to the other green mana for Tribute of the World Tree, but hopefully we'll pull it. You never know. Evolution Sage is just awesome source. I completely forgot when building this deck that I had her. Another green mana would be awesome. Let's get out Ornery Tumblewag. Probably going to be countered. No? Okay. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless stop to artifact creature token with flying. Sacrifice 2 artifacts, draw a card. At least we can start proliferating next turn. So that would be nice. And we can get Trample. That's also nice. It would be really good to have access to. Thanks. We may as well do that. I mean, yeah, let's give her a counter. I know she's not doing much now, but we can double his counters anyway. We're playing against blue, so they can enchant these. They can do all sorts of nonsense to them. I think Ajani getting Vigilance is next over Garruk. Trample would be better actually. I do like Cornered Foundry Inspector. I think because they I'm going to Garruk it. Hopefully we'll pull a land. Nice, okay. Let's get Lana where I was at, get some more green. The only problem with that is no, look, okay, let's make Evolution Sage and Ornery Tumblewag bigger. That's going for a big stompy attack. So they can't, even if they block with their Thopters, it's not doing much. I really want to check out Llanowar Elves. They keep checking her out. Do you think it's because of the artwork? I mean, next turn, Ajani is just awesome. And then I can kill them, I think. I hope. Is it too much to hope? Oh. Sovereign's not going to help me this time because it doesn't have haste. So let's get out of Ajani. Thanks, bro.
All your ways.
Put a +1/+1 counter on everything.
If I have to light the way, I will.
Let's double the number of +1/+1 counters on Ornery Tumblewag. G. Bloody G! Yeah, that was the trample really came in clutch there. I think not sure I would have won that if it wasn't for those two, and then getting the vigilance was just too much. Okay, I think I made. I don't know what's going on with my internet today, so I can only apologise if it's being affected. Right, I'm not going to do a stream with this deck, but I'm going to finish off playing a different deck, just one game before I go. And I want to show it off because you know what, I'm talking about it, so I'm going to lose. But it's a really good fun deck. So it looks like I might be going offline. Now it's saying excellent connection again. Right, let me just come out of that. Hang on. Okay, so I don't know if you saw that, but I'm just moving over to, just to finish off the stream, I'm just moving over to my Calyx deck that I built because I wanted to show it off, and I'm not going to do a stream with it. So just to finish off this abysmal day of losing lots of games. Yeah. Let's do it. I love Calyx so much. So they're going to go fast, but hopefully we can also go fast. That's what she said. And we'll put a planes onto the battlefield. And that's done its job. No blocks. Yep, I'll take that. That's fine. Going to play Calyx, which is going to get a +1/+1. And then I'm going to attack in with Cammy. They may Thunderbolt Calyx. Okay. Here we go. So, we're going to Sheltered by Ghosts. We'll get rid of that. And we'll put a +1/+1 counter on you. And then we'll attack in. Thank you. That's great. We'll take you to put it on you. And then we'll get another +1/+1. And we'll take your shitty little token this turn. And then we'll put another +1/+1 on you. Just get it out of the range of any kill spells. Anyway, yeah, GG. That was nice. So that was my Calyx deck in a nutshell, and that's how most games are going. So I can build decks. There you go. Just not very often and not very good ones. Right. But anyway, unfortunately, that's all the time I've got for today. So let me just go back to my other queue. If you want the deck list for this stream's deck, keep doing that. It's in the description on YouTube, and it's in the SD on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, I don't think anybody is. But anyway, yeah, this deck does work. It is a good deck. I think we've been very unlucky with card draw, and the LQ has been a bit bad today. So I don't want to make excuses, but this is a really good deck. It should work, but unfortunately it didn't. And that's okay, because sometimes these decks don't. I'll test with it more. I'll play with it more. I might get it into... I mean, Haliya isn't the best, if I'm perfectly honest. What I would do is probably do that. And then get rid of Haliya. That's probably a better version of the deck. Or add Haliya back in. No, actually, no. I'd probably then put in... cheaper, and it's just a better version of the card, in all honesty. But I want to play with the new Edge of Eternity's cards. But anyway, that's unfortunately all the time I've got for today. Thank you to everybody who commented. There were quite a few of you at the very beginning, so thank you ever so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, doing all that good stuff. And I really appreciate it. And I love you all very, very much. Goodbye, 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 bye, 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 bye.